Tuesday is the first day of NFL free agency as teams can start talking to players. While it was a little slow early on, starting to hear some news of players moving teams. We start with the Seattle Seahawks. They seem to have at least partially figured out their quarterback situation. Matt Hasselbeck gone, in Tarvaris Jackson. Kind of a surprise to me.
A little bit of a system shock for a lot of Seahawks fans who are just used to seeing Hasselbeck under center. Well, get used to Tarvaris Jackson or Charlie Whitehurst. We can't forget he's part of that equation. They gave up a lot to get him. Offensive coordinator Darrell Bevel is very familiar with what Jackson could do. I've always personally felt like he got a bit of a raw deal up in Minnesota. Athletic rollout quarterback can hit the guys out of the pocket.
And obviously still, deals can't be signed until later in the week, so nothing's official yet, but that's the way things are going. Next up, the first big move we've seen in terms of money, Charles Johnson re-signing back in Carolina.
It sounds like a crazy number, $30 million guaranteed for a guy who's only had one season of production, and maybe he's not a 12 or 13 sack guy, but he's a high-effort player. I think he's going to do really well again in Ron Rivera's system.
Another guy staying home this time, Santana Moss, looks like he's going to re-up with Washington.
3 more years, $15 million. It's a good number for Moss, and I think it starts to kind of set the table for that wide receiver market. Redskins probably couldn't have done better, although I think they still will go for another receiver.
We'll see if Santonio Holmes is possibly in that mix. Logan Mankins and Vincent Jackson, 2 guys that held out last year. This year, it looks like that's not going to be the case, re-signing their franchise tender.
Everybody's hugging it out after the lockout. You know, the guys who appear to be least happy with their situation. This is big for the Patriots. We'll see what they do with Matt Light, obviously, at left tackle, but Mankins really is the key at left guard. Vincent Jackson, I think they still have to go get one more receiver, but it makes them a big play offense still.
Offense should be really good again with Vincent Jackson there. And finally, Philadelphia, we hear all of their free agents, they're going to let go. Already one of those guys, Quintin Mikell, we hear he's going to the Rams.
Yeah, he's signing with the Rams to reunite with Steve Spagnuolo, the head coach who was a positional coach in Philadelphia. Going to be a leader for that defense. Still not as good as O.J. Otagoye. The only name in Philly that surprised me was Stuart Bradley. Came off the injury, didn't play well last year. I thought they'd give him another chance. Looks like they're wiping the slate clean at linebacker.
Yeah, a new start for various guys there in Philly. That's the latest on what's going on around the league. More to come as the week goes on. We're sure of it. Great free agent news. Keep checking back to ProFootballWeekly.com.